Diseases that infect the ear of corn plants are called ear rots. Ear rots are an issue at the end of the growing season and can be scouted for when corn reaches black layer. There are several different kinds of ear rots, and some produce toxins dangerous to livestock, who may consume the contaminated grain for feed. Let's join Allison Robertson, Iowa State University Extension plant pathologist, as she explains how to assess incidence and severity of ear rots.
When we assess the incidence of ear rot, what we're doing is we're going into the field and we're counting the number of ears that have ear rot out of the total number of ears that we look at. So for example, if we go into a field and we find that we look at 100 ears and 10 of those ears have ear rot, we would say that the incidence of ear rot in that field is 10%. Usually in cases like that, if we have 10% ear rot, we will schedule that field for an early harvest to prevent that ear rot from developing any further. Another way that we can assess ear rot is also to assess the severity of ear rot on the ear. And to do that, what we would do is we would look at the amount of ear, or the amount of kernels on the ear that were diseased or moldy. So I have some ears here with different amounts of ear mold on them. It's actually 3 different ear molds here. But if we look at this bottom ear, okay, you can see a little bit of mold occurring here at the tip. If we turn that ear all around, we only have 4 or 5 kernels, maybe a few more than that are diseased. So on a normal cob, we probably have, on this cob, we may have as many as 300 to 400 kernels. And so if we say that 5 of those kernels are diseased, we're probably looking at about 0.3% severity. If we look at this ear, what is the severity on this ear? Once again, let's turn around the whole ear. Okay, we have some of the black Aspergillus niger mold, also some Aspergillus flavus mold. We have some Fusarium mold going on here. And then clear towards the back. So if we take all of these moldy kernels and put them, we could probably fit them all into the strip here, which is about 1/5 of the ear. 1/5 of the kernels, maybe 1/5 to 1/6 of the kernels are moldy. So in that case, the severity of this ear would be about 15% severity. On our last ear, if we look at that, turn that ear around, you can see that most of the ears are moldy. They have mold growing in between them, growing around them. And so we'd probably assess this ear as 95 to 100% severity.